Good morning. Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. What a lovely day it is today. I think so. I got up. I got up on the right side of the dirt today. So, but then again, it helps if you go to bed too. So, another rough night. There we go. Coffee, the nectar of the gods. I actually, the last time I was up this morning was 4 o'clock. Well, actually 4:15, and then I went back in and laid down, and the alarm went off. Good morning, Kevin. Nice to see you. I see you made it through the night. Did you watch your movie Logan? No. I seen that on the list. I've already seen it before. I uh I downloaded Turk 182 and Rambo Last Blood. Bud Shatner said, is that with Vin Diesel? Yeah. I bet all the girls were absolutely upset as hell when they found out he was gay. That was funny. Yeah. I used to remember all the people, oh, he's good looking. Oh, I wouldn't mind taking him out. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't think he's your type. You got too tired? You mean it wasn't a thriller to keep you on the edge of your seat? Good morning, Brad. Nice to see you. You're looking lovely as ever. Good morning, Skeeter. I'm still above ground, so I better check. I didn't want that running over. So. Had to bring out Consuelo again this morning. $1 for an egg, that's not a bad deal. Why did I hear? I hear like it's water running someplace, but I know there ain't. Yeah, he better be yoking. Uh, Join the crowd, dear Brad. I know exactly how you feel. I was asleep, then they come walking in, running their flat, damn loud, wakes me up. After I wake up, I can't get back to bed again. Good morning, Junkyard. You're looking especially lovely as ever this morning. Well rested, I see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's the matter with it? Well, you're welcome. uh, I gotta get my eyes checked. Man, my eyes hurt all the time. She probably got arthritis so bad that she can't take it no longer. Red eye is the first symptom. My eyes ain't red. So, no, it's just that they're getting my eyesight's getting so bad, everything gets blurry on me. So, anyways, it was a good live stream last night. I thought so. I actually made it last 2 hours. Probably from air pollution. You're right. All the bullshit floating around in the sky there, Skeeter. No. Hey, that's okay, Brad. It's okay. I realize everybody, you can't be here all the time. You know. Now, if you don't show up for 4 or 5 of them, I start to get worried because I think you're either mad at me or there's something wrong with you. Because one of the senators, because they wanted to do a phone-in vote, and one of the senators said, "No, let's do a roll call." So now they had to call them all back in. Yeah. One of the Republican senators said that. You know, I guess they wouldn't let them do a roll call vote or a phone vote for the House. I mean for the Senate. So um, one of the Republican representatives said, "No, we have to do a house, a roll call." So they got to call them all in. Yeah, we sat around talking about you, Brad. If I was Trump, I would veto it. I wouldn't give them bastards anything, and I would plainly, flat out put it this way: all I want in that bill from either one of you guys is stimulus money for the American people. I don't want nothing for tax incentives for this group, tax incentives for that group, extra money for the illegal aliens because they don't deserve a nickel. You know, there's so much pork in that barrel for that bill. There's not anything for the citizens. Everything goes to everybody else. Well, we made it last for 2 hours, Brad, so we had plenty to talk about. You have to feed the pigs. That's right. You're right. And it's complete and utter bullshit. I'm telling you. No. There it is. There's that damn noise I was hearing. I forgot I plugged in the laptop fan. This thing took all night, Kevin. all night to download that movie. All night. Excuse me. Yeah. You're right. You can't because it's rigged. Huh. Oh, yeah, but you got a $12,000 phone, Kevin. I got a $10.50 PC here, laptop. And that was full price because I couldn't buy it on sale. I got to powder my nose real quick. No, I don't use a magnifier. Now you're talking, well, only when I got to read. That's right, Skeeter. That is absolutely right. I'm constantly forgetting my phone. I leave it home a lot. So, huh, I'm sorry to hear that. So, what do you guys want to talk about? I did. There you go. Whew. I'm glad you finished that. I was getting worried there for a second there, Junkyard. Yeah. Um, While I was up all night, I should have went downstairs and finished working in the pantry. But I got a pile of boxes down there and some shopping bags that I gotta bring up and throw away. There's probably a map for that, Skeeter. You're right. I walked into the Meyer gas station last night and there's a bunch of X's on the floor. And I just shook my head and started laughing. And they were talking about it, some customers there. And I just shook my head and laughed. Oh, it's true. It's true. I said I wasn't laughing about that. I'm laughing about the X's on the floor. How stupid. Then the guy wanted to see my license to buy cigarettes. I said I'd hand it to you, but I got to be 6 feet away from you. And you better put it all in there to speak. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, because somebody's in chat would have made fun of that. You're right. Huh. Can they go in and correct it? You know, one day you're right, Skeeter. One day you're going to be standing in line and your phone's going to ding, and you're going to look down there and it's going to say, "You are 4 feet 3 inches away from the next person. Back up." And then you'll hear the person behind you, their phone ding. "You are too close. Back up." Oh, I'm thinking the hell with it. Let's just all go get drunk. The other 20%? Yeah. Well, you ain't got any money, so don't come in here quick. Not clearly. I bet it's distracting as all hell. But I know it is because I was blind for 3 days. Um, I worked for a fab shop. We used to make wire racks for shelving. And you know, like for big warehouses and stuff, those big wire racks that they use for shelves, we used to make those. And um, I was repairing about 1,000 of those racks that somebody ran. And right about here in the helmet was a crack. And as I was welding, and I welded for 8 hours that night, you know, that crack was just throwing in just enough light that it didn't bother me, but it was enough UV or whatever. Um, I went, you know, I worked second shift. So I got out and I went to go home and I noticed all the lights were fuzzy, you know, on the street lights and stuff. They were fuzzy. I got home. I, you know, sat there, watched a little bit of TV, took a shower, and went to bed. And it got daylight, and all of a sudden I got woken up, man, and I was screaming. But my eyelids are so thin that, you know, when it turns daylight, I can see it, and it just instantly killed me. I had the wife go get me a wet washcloth and stuff, and made an emergency, went to the emergency room, and then they sent me to an eye doctor, and they had me go there, and they actually shut off all the lights in the waiting room and everything until I got into the examining room, and then the doctor come in to look, and he turned on a little blue light, and it was like a bolt of lightning, and it just like somebody just had hit you in the head with a forehand, with a sledgehammer, and I had third-degree burns. I had blisters so big on my eyeballs that they had to call a specialist, and the guy was in New York, and he flew in. They flew him in on a helicopter, and he was looking at my eyes. They took me in, and they worked on me for about 6 hours, and they finally got my eyes set to where they thought I would, wasn't going to lose my eyesight, and I was like that for 3 days, and I had to go back. They took the bandages off, and they said, "Can you see?" And I said, "Well, it's really, really blurry." Well, then they started putting salve in like Vaseline. That's how thick this stuff was. And I had to do that for a week. And that's what I looked through for a week. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Mama Linda. Yeah, but that was blocked. It turned out it hadn't been hit by a baseball bat. Yeah, well. But it was about three weeks, maybe 4 weeks before I could finally actually see right. But really bright light for I don't know 6 8 months really bothered me. So first thing I did when I got back there to work is I walked over and the helmet was still there. I walked over, threw it on the ground, stomped on it, and then I ran over it with a forklift. They looked at me like I was half nuts and crazy that I was ruining their equipment. I said, "You can buy me a new one because I'm not wearing that son of a bitch ever again." So, where was you last night? I had a panel last night. I, I'll run a panel Sunday night and Monday morning if you want. I won't be on tomorrow, so tomorrow Saturday or Sunday morning. But you haven't been coming in, so I don't know when to run a panel. Why can't you do them at night? And by the way, good morning, Mama Linda. Looking lovely as ever. What are you doing? How busy are you? Are you working? Really? Huh. You guys see how she treats me? She's dancing at the senior center. I want a DD, double D face mask. Yeah. Yeah, you can make them that way. Nighttime is Tommy time. Oh, see, Tommy's more important than we are, people. See how that works? Here I go above and beyond to be here for you guys with special needs, and then I get treated like that. Huh. That's right. Give him a break. Yeah, let him up. Poor guy. Christ. I'll have a panel Monday morning. Okay? No, congratulations. You got needs. I got needs too. I got lots of needs. Whether they get fulfilled or not are a lot of different questions. That's a lot of different answers. And I'm usually disappointed all the time. I need a bigger bank account. I need my own car. I need some peace and quiet. I don't get none of them needs, so why should your needs be any better? Yeah. Huh. Oh, somebody lied to you about that princess bullshit. They told me when I got married I'd be the king of my castle, and they lied to me about that, so I know damn well they lied to you about being the princess. You might be the queen bee, but you ain't the princess. And I don't mean my buzzing bee either. So, that frog bite. Yep. You killed Kenny? Kenny the frog? Well, they should have shut down New Hampshire long before that. You they should have shut down New Hampshire a long time ago. When people started talking, they should have shut it down right then and there because they knew they couldn't talk, man. Yeah, you're going to turn into a pumpkin, all right. One death and 19 hospitalized. Um, let's see. Okay. Find out if he's keeping on working or not. There's 531,860 people as of last night that's been confirmed with this coronavirus. Okay. 23,407 have died from it. That's worldwide. That equals 1.2449. So it's 1.25. It's 1.25% of the people don't make it. And most of them people are way elderly or have a lot of health issues to begin with. But what I'm getting at is run the numbers on the flu that everybody gets, the flu. And the numbers are like 4.5% of the people don't make it. So why are we so up in arms over this, but we're not with the flu? This is a made up virus. This is a made up pandemic to get things done for different people. Yeah, that's right. With COPD, okay, and Tom catches the flu, he probably has a better chance of surviving the coronavirus than he does if he catches a major flu. So that's the way I think. That's the way I feel. I'm no expert, but when you start running, people go by numbers. When you start running numbers, this isn't like the flu. Well, I'll tell you what, I got the flu shot one year and I got the worst case of flu 6 days or 6 weeks after I got it. I got so damn sick I couldn't see straight. Well, Tom doesn't have time to get sick. You got him running ragged. You work the poor guy from daylight to dark, dark to dark 30. Let him have a break. Here's a thought. Let Tom retire and then you go work 3 jobs. Three jobs. You go work 3 jobs. Well, I can tell you why, but you're not going to like the answer. That's the only time he gets any rest is when he gets to work. I have perfect attendance too at home, at work. Excuse me, at work. I'm home every day doing my job. Perfect attendance. Yeah, what's so bad about that? $69 a week? Well, did she think she was going to get tips on it? Well, she's going to get some of that stimulus money. That'll make up the difference. Huh. I haven't seen him since the other day when he come in here. Huh. Well, she didn't figure out something right then. Or your unemployment sucks in your area. I do too. I hope he's okay. Um, Kathy gets, I don't know, like $365 or something like that. You got a perfect attendance 1 year in school? Well, that's cool. My youngest, um, kindergarten, first, second, third grade, had perfect attendance. And then he got sick one day and he had the day off and he could play at home. He could play at home and he could watch TV and, whatever he wanted to do, sleep in. And he kind of thought to himself, why in the hell did I want perfect attendance? I can stay home every once in a while and take a break. Right? Yeah, well, all this stimulus money. Is her car done yet? I thought the guy was fixing it. Yeah, so they say, yeah. I think I better fill out the paperwork. I need a bailout for the hot dog company. Oh. Huh. Why are they closed? Because of the illness or they closed the doors, period? Huh. You guys are entirely too nice. After about 3 or 4 weeks, I'd have made sure that car got fixed a year ago. So you just got to go over there and do a rat a tat tat with your baseball bat and get it fixed. Well, I understand that. What I'm getting at is the guy promised to have it fixed, and he didn't come up with his promise, and it took forever. After 3 or 4 weeks, he should have went, yeah, hey, man, you said you were going to get this fixed. You'd have it done by this time. Make time for it. I don't care about your little race cars. You should have figured that shit out before you said you would fix it and took the money. And then slammed the baseball bat down on the counter and start cleaning house until it was assholes and elbows out to the car to fix it. Am I right or am I right, junkyard? Huh. Straight. Must not be I think it is a Ford. What kind of cot? What kind of cot is it? I don't know. It's got 4 doors and a windshield. This needs a bit of welding. All machines break. You're right. Hmm. It's a Chevy Cavalier. Okay. You just looked at the title. Okay. Hmm. Well, I would hope so. Holy Christ. Consuelo's got a hole in her. Two. I gotta go get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Yeah, as long as it's got a good starter, you're right. Good morning, Kevin. I understand that. Even if it's the best time about going to bed is when your wife's going to work. But then damn virus. Lori, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Thank you. love you too, Kevin. Well, that was nice of him. All right there, Brad. You think I'm cute, Lori? Yeah, see my twin brother. That'll change your mind real quick. Mm-hmm. Really? I'm serious. Did I say that out loud or was I thinking that? Huh. No, on this. There you go. Yeah. It's supposed to be mall. By the way, Lori, Kevin Miller 1 is my brother. I didn't know if you knew that or not. He's my twin brother. Oh, Miller. Okay. But, like, Burr. Dude, you seen that on there? Got the three frogs instead of Budweiser. It's Bud or Butt White Fur, and it shows toilet paper. Her car runs better than yours. Well, maybe you had a trader, being your car's paid off now. You know, a car breakdown is a part of life. They have to go through that. I think my Applejack is about done. I'm gonna let her go for another week before I start to rack it. Yeah, no, until you get your plates on it. Yeah. Like Cosby's son, yeah, butt wiper. Did you text back? No. I regret to inform you, but I died 6 weeks ago. You should have been to the funeral. It was lovely. You will be selling it. That sounds like a dandy idea. Yeah, but you had to make a dual purpose. Feed the squirrels the sweet corn. Use the cobs for wiping. The squirrels will get fat, and then you can use the squirrels for eating. And don't forget to get some of that squirrel helper, Arkansas lasagna style. You're going back to work in April alone, huh? Well, we're still rooting for the bear, Mama Renda. Well, that's why I invented shitter sheets for the Kardashian lover in you. That's right. This is toilet paper for Kim Kardashian in Coco. You know who Coco is, don't you? Is it over the top like this? Or is it under the bottom? You can unroll it any way you want. $3 a dozen. Good morning, Ozark. Nice to see you. Oh, I understand that. Kathy was out in the garden yesterday. She was digging, for a spot for potatoes. It was 6 feet wide and 3 feet, or 6 feet long, 3 feet wide, and 6 feet deep. I don't know why she's got to bury potatoes that deep, but she had the hole dug yesterday. No, and cut it in fours for midgets. That's right. Well, I'm coming out with a selecticize sheet too, so it depends on how big the bud is. You can either do 1/3, 2/3, or all 3/3. She give you a raise? Well, isn't that nice? Evidently, she never seen your work. Oh. Tell her to look at some of my videos. She'll see how much work you do. She'll end up cutting your pay by 90%. You know, somebody's got somebody buffaloed. Good morning, Ron. Nice to see ya. I can't do it. I just, I just can't do it. I can't force myself, Ron. Somebody tell Ron you know the saying. I can't say it. Still waiting for the snow to melt. So I like, Ron and Red Rabbit. I just can't say it. I don't know what it is. I just can't tell him that. I get something in the pit of my stomach and it just, you know, makes me stop. You hope to be going back to work in April, Jeff? Well, I don't know if you're going to go back to work or not, Jeff, in April, but hopefully you're a lot better off, healthier by April. You know, you're in a drought. So is Mama Rinda's working 3 jobs, 4 if you count singing at the bar. Well, that's okay. That's good. Bars are closed. Yeah, no. Um, Fortunately, I still got about 20 rolls left, but I am looking. If I see some, I will buy some. The only reason why I bought 4 rolls of paper towels last night because I was at the Dollar Tree, and that's all you're allowed is 4 rolls. And because I'm selling hot dogs this week, I'm out of paper towels on the cart, so I figured I better get a couple rolls for that at least. Because you know how people are. They ain't got toilet paper. They'll come up to the cart, buy a $5 hot dog, and steal a roll of paper towels. Every Tuesday afternoon, that's when they have um, their deliveries. So, same way here. Tuesday afternoon, the Dollar Tree gets their deliveries. I know. No, he's not panicking. You stop and buy a 12 pack at any of the gas stations or a case. They're all selling beer still. Paper surcharge, that's right. Yeah, the hot dogs are free. The paper towels are $2.50 a sheet. I'll take $10 worth. Find mine while you're at it. They are. They're declared essentials. Just take all yours. Yeah. I remember when I was really sick. I was 18 pills a day. 18 different kinds of medication. Let's put it that way. Yeah. I'd take a handful of pills in the morning. That would be breakfast. Are you ready for damn? How many beers you gonna drink? How many beers do I got left? There you go. Well, at least if you're drinking at home, the grandson can run them for you. So you got your own personal bartender there, Kevin. Go get me a beer. Okay, Papa. Phew. Don't shake it. All right, Papa. All of them. That's right. Damn. See, $30 a tin for wipes. Yeah. Huh. Okay. $96 roll case for $50. Huh. Huh. That's right. Yeah, Baptists don't. You're absolutely right there. You see two Baptists in the liquor store, they won't know one another. I'm telling you. And it still don't work. Take it back and tell them, hey, you guys didn't fix it. Get the geek squad on it again. I would, Jeff. I'd call them up. And I'm sure they're still the computers are essential business. On the corner, there you go. Hey, buddy, could you spare a dime? Yeah, so you can sell pencils from the on the corner. Anybody need a pencil? What you ought to do, Kevin, is go to California and wear a long trench coat and nothing on underneath it. But wear a long trench coat, and you could open it up and stand on the sidewalk, and you can open it like this and show everybody. They're not going to notice anyways, because what you need to show them is what's on the inside of your coat, and that'd be rows and rows and rows of straws. They'd be so interested in the straws they wouldn't know you were naked. They sit on your pewter all day. I know. Yeah, but they were. Yeah, I've seen the price of pencils. Yeah, you got to get a quarter a piece to make money now. They they wouldn't notice because they'd be staring at all the straws. And people walk around naked all the time in San Francisco. Hell, they shit right on the sidewalk there, Jeff, so they ain't gonna notice anything different. That's the way things are, I'm telling you. And like I told you last night, look at all the places that are screaming the most because of this coronavirus. There are all these sanctuary cities, sanctuary shitties that's got all these illegal aliens running around through there, and they're the ones that are screaming the loudest. They're the ones that's got the most case. Check it out. Uh, Numbers don't lie. All right, there, Brad. You have yourself a good rest. Big Steve. Yeah. Holy shit! Somebody left a canoe on the sidewalk. Yeah. Is that a redwood? Um, they're more legal than the ones that come from Mexico or anyplace else. That's right. No witnesses. You're right. Yeah, I seen the pawn shop video. That's funny. Good morning, Big Steve. Yeah. Nice to see you. Looking lovely as ever, Big Steven. Run, John, run. Make sure you got our coffee and breakfast on the table, then run, John. Save yourself. Save yourself. He hides in the corner. You're right. No, we all, I understand that. That's the good thing about California, though, there, Jeff. As long as there's a sidewalk, you have a place to go. Good morning, Christy. Looking lovely as ever you are. Nice to see you. Did you do something different to your hair, dear? Makes him a lurker. Hear that wine just a pumping? The sound of loveliness making in a barrel. That's right. I have to go to the little boy's room, but y'all sit here and talk about me all you want. Trust me, I'll be reading the comments when I get back. If it ain't true, I'm going to bring you out on it. I tell you that. Mhm. I'll be right back. Well, welcome back. Oh, okay. Thank you. Um, yeah, I can read. I hope your beer's colder today. There you go. Yeah. A little stalker. Yeah. That's like iced coffee. Yeah. Probably. You missed Lucky's stream. I didn't know he had one. I didn't get a notification. Hi, Carolyn. Nice to have you here. I haven't seen her in a couple of months. Excuse me. You turned your AC on yesterday. Huh. Wanted to show you something. You guys, I don't know if you've seen my celery salt video, but isn't that cool? I got two more bunches of celery out there that I'm going to make celery salt with. I'm going to do the same thing with these. Um, this weekend, I'm going to see about getting to the store and buying some potting soil, some good potting soil. I got some pots out there. I want to plant this because this is a gift that keeps on giving. You plant this, it'll grow. And when the bunches start to grow up, you take a rubber band and you put them around them so they don't bloom out like that, so they stay straight. Actually, I don't think I would use a rubber band. I would use like a knee-high pantyhose or something like that. Cut the toe out of it, slide it over, and then that way it'll stay nice. Slide the pantyhose off, and now you got a nice stalk of celery. I know celery's only $1.15 or $1.29 or $1.39, $1.59 or whatever, but if you're growing it yourself, it's an endless supply. You never have to pay for it again. Do you know how to regrow lettuce? I would assume it's the same way. You cut the core out and put that in water and see if it'll grow. I'm pretty sure it will. I don't think you can use a knife to do it with. You have to use one of them, you know, it either has to be a stainless steel knife or you have to use one of them fiberglass knives or whatever the hell those things are. Them colored knives. Yeah. All this is in a little bowl of water, and you get it to start to grow. And I peeled the outer leaves out, but you can see it's starting to root. So yeah, ceramic knife. Sorry about that. Yeah, ceramic knife. If you use just some of the old-fashioned knives that aren't stainless steel and stuff, that leaves a residue or whatever on it, and it's not good. Let us pray. That's right. Let us pray. That's right. The power of Christ. So I have two more stalk or bunches out there, and I'm going to uh, chop those up. Uh, I'm gonna cut the bottom off, wash them all up, and I'm gonna chop them all up, leaves and all. Throw them in my pan, and I'm gonna blanch them in salt water and bring them up to a boil. Let them boil for around 10 minutes or so. Shut them off. Let it cool down, and once it cools down, I will pull them off and put them on the dehydrator. Right, you're right, Kevin. Your granny's gonna start a potato plant. You know you can do that easy, Big Steve, and you don't even need the whole potato. I had a friend, his mom used to plant a garden, and this guy, he's if he was alive, he'd be 80 some years old. But when his mom used to have a garden, she would peel the potatoes and she would plant the potato skins with the eyes, and they would grow potatoes. You'd have to leave a little bit of potato on it, but that way you didn't have to waste the potato, and they would eat the potatoes. Things was rough back then. You're right, Kevin. A little head's better than none. That's right. It's a new potato plant. That's right. Yeah, the potato plants when you bury them, Steve, the hole's got to be 3 feet wide, 6 feet long, and 6 feet deep. Your grandma will understand that. The eyes have it, hooray. Kathy went out and she dug one yesterday in the garden. I don't know when she's going to plant them, but I'm sure she's going to get the potatoes planted here shortly. I told her, I said, that's way too deep for potatoes. She said, mind my own business. I said, yes, ma'am. Wash the car and the reindeer? Yes, dear. Good morning, Mr. Grizz. You're looking lovely as ever. Now, why would you say that, Steve? My wife loves me to death. I've been looking for one too, Grizz, or Junkyard, excuse me. I've been looking for one too. They're harder than hell to find. Mushrooms grow deep. Speaking of mushrooms, I got 6 packs of mushrooms right now. I should go back to Aldi's and see if I can get another 10 or 12 of them. They were 89 cents a pack, and they're portobellos. Better go eyes on the back of my head. Yeah. You know, plant some candy corn. I know Gracie's been. I don't know where she's been. Didn't know if I did. I do anything to upset her. It only gets about this tall. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, Grizz, but that's it. And grow some rupees. Yeah, point down, Grizz. That way it's easier to plant. You just got to push them in there. Huh. Yeah, you've been doing it wrong. No, I thought that point's where the roots come out. I seen some of them bacon seeds. They're cute little fellers. The only problem is you go to plant them and the little bastards they wiggle right out of there. No, it will not grow tobacco. It's for flavor. Yeah. Oh, okay. That's good news. That's good to know. Yeah. You do? I'm looking at that Baker Seeds. I want to get some tobacco plants myself. I don't smoke it, but if I do decide to keep any of the raised bed gardens, there's a couple of things I want to plant. One would be tobacco, and the other one would be sunchokes. Reason why I'm going to plant the sunchokes on the raised bed garden is because the raised bed garden is on concrete, and that way the sunchokes won't take over the garden. Because if you don't watch them, they will manipulate your whole garden space. They'll just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and it'll take over your whole damn garden. Oh yeah, I got that wacky backy there. Yeah. Well, that's pretty cool, Carolyn. You guys save them? Yeah. Well, yeah, I know you got to dry it out, shred it, and smoke it. Yeah. But if you grew your own tobacco from non-GMO organic seeds, okay, you wouldn't have the 7,000 chemicals they have in tobacco now. It bolted real quick. I don't know how good it do up here in Michigan, but I think if I was going to plant it, I would plant it. I don't know how tall does tobacco get. Huh. I don't, it might not be. It's the chemicals that kill you. Big Steve very smart. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. No, yes, he is. 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 Big Steve's the smartest guy I know. Yes, he is. No taller than a foot or so? Okay. Well, what I was thinking is if I'm going to do it in my raised bed gardens, I would do it and then I'd make it a hoop house and cover it with screen, like window screen. That way it attracts the bugs away from the garden, but it keeps the bugs off in the tobacco plants. Because the bugs will sit there and they'll try to get to the tobacco and they'll stay away from the garden. Yeah, 100% tobacco. Yeah. No, no, we will not. I will not contribute to your cancer. Okay. I don't know. Are you out of smokes, Steve? That's all. Hmm. You can go to the store, can't you, Big Steve? Or they got you on lockdown and you can't go to the store. Well, if that's the case, then a bunch of you guys out there in California are probably going to starve to death. No. I'll send you a pack of cigarettes. I will. Well, I'll send you a pack. I'll send you a cigarette pack. Maybe I'll send you a picture of a cigarette pack. That's what I'll do. Good morning, Allie. Look at her in all her glory. Miss Prepper Queen. Looking lovely as ever. Are you still with Grandmama or are you home? You've tried Sherman smokes? I have no idea. Never had them. Huh. Well, you don't really need a toothpick in them. Is if you put them close enough and you stack them in there real nice and tight, they should stick together. Oh, okay. No. Um, Allie, did you see my celery plant? This is another thing you can do as a prepper. I showed you about the celery salt. Yeah. Well, I got two more stalks or bunches out there, whatever you want to call them. And all you do is you cut about that much of the bottom of the stalk off and put it in water and let it grow. And then some of the outer stalks will start to die. You just peel those off and it'll start growing new celery. And once the celery starts to grow and get bigger, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some knee-high pantyhose and cut the toe out of it and slide it over the stalk to keep the bunches together. And then once they've matured enough, you take the pantyhose off when you go to harvest it. Yeah, I can plant it right now. I'm going to plant it. I got to get. I got some big pots, and I want to put some dirt in them. I can't plant them outside yet because it's too damn cold. There you go, David. There's no dirt in it right now. You use water, and water will keep it growing. My grandpa died. My mom's dad died, and she took a pussy willow branch that was in one of the flower arrangements, and she stuck it in a jar of water on the windowsill for about 4 months, and then it rooted and started growing. Then she took it outside and they planted it in the front yard. Well, within, I don't know, 10, 12 years, 15 years, that thing was 20 feet tall. I wouldn't think the pantyhose are going to block the sunlight. I'm not. I'm not covering the entire stalk. I just want to cover, keep it from the stalks from splitting out like this. Yeah, not all black mesh. Yeah. That's how I'm going to do it. It may not work. I don't know, but I'm going to try it that way. Yeah, but where do you buy elastic band that wide? You want to buy it wide enough so where it's not putting indents in your celery and binding it. That's why I thought of the pantyhose because it's stretchy, okay, and it'll actually stretch out and it'll breathe. So, well, yeah, but if you took a bunch of your bunches there, David, and you started making them, growing them. If you had 20 or 30 bunches out there growing in different stages every week, you would never have to buy celery again. I understand that. You ain't never heard of pussy willows? Steve, you live a sheltered life. A pussy willow is a tree. Yeah, yeah, it's a tree with a big vagina. Yeah. Huh. I was watching. You guys know John Dorton and Doug Fairchild. Well, Doug Fairchild knitted John Dorton a pair of shorts, or crocheted him a pair of shorts. That was funny. But Dorton was cleaning his chicken coop out, and he said, "I'm going to take this manure and take it over to his mom's house and dump it in her garden." And I told him, "Don't do that. There's too much acid in chicken crap. You can put a little bit in your garden, but when you're dumping it by the tractor bucket load in there, you ain't gonna have nothing growing out there for a long time. There's too much ammonia in it." Ooh, about dropped my phone. That's a pretty picture there. Flowers. I can't show it that link because it won't let me expand it. It said this is expired or not available, but it's a nice, lovely flower arrangement. I love you too, Kevin. I'll tell her. You get the coronavirus. Yeah, you definitely need to be wearing a mask and staying away from people the way your lungs are. Yeah, I could see the willows. Yeah, it was pretty. I like it. Oh, you've had them for 3 years. Now you don't keep water in that vase, do you? Yeah, you use a willow to douse for water. Yeah, Big Steve. I mentioned that this morning. All these cities that have all these cases where there's a lot of people that's caught this, check it out. They're mainly all sanctuary cities. Why? Because they're letting all these people in there that have no right to be in this country that are carrying this shit. New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles, um, New Orleans, Atlanta, they're all sanctuary cities. And they all got record numbers of people with coronavirus. When are people going to wake up and say, hey, let's put two and two together and end up with four because that's what's going on? So, yeah, and they live 20, you're right, and they live 20 to a house, and that's where it's getting at. Yeah, that's about 25%, Kevin. Well, they are tourist cities, but even if they weren't tourist cities, they're still sanctuary cities. You don't have to agree with it, it's the truth. Check it out. They say there's 7 cases there, but they're lying. Okay, that's right. Well, not necessarily, Grizz, because they've caught a few of them coming across the border that had coronavirus. So, no, I actually haven't been watching any Fox News. I haven't been watching news. I've just been making the correlation when they keep telling how many people New York has and how many people Los Angeles has and how many people San Francisco has and all these other cities. And you look at them all, they're all sanctuary cities. Yeah, yeah, Clinton News Network. Yeah, I need to watch that. Okay, yeah, right. And I need to trust Nasty Pelosi because I know she wants what's good for the American people. I never seen that coming. Damn. Yeah. Not even I can take a look, Steve. That's right. That's right, David. No, you didn't walk into politics. I said, Mama Linda, if you look at the sanctuary cities, they're the ones with the highest numbers of people with coronavirus. And that's because there's a bunch of illegal aliens there that aren't documented. A lot of them come across the border. Their friends come across the border. Their family comes across the border. Some of them are sick. They live in a house with 20 people. They get sick. They go out and they start working. They go to the stores and stuff. And then all of a sudden they start getting everybody else sick. So you watched her swimsuit video and you lived? You still have eyesight? Skeeter, are you okay, brother? Huh. Huh. You did? Well, you may be right there, Grizz. In some cases, it might be that way. But then again, you know, um, does Idaho have any sanctuary cities? I don't know. Yes. Okay. Watch what you say. Okay.
Hey, Grizz, you think you're funny? I'll get you back for that one, pal. I'll see you later.
Huh. You just got a voicemail, Grizz. Yeah. You're home till April 12th or so? Yeah. I see Grizz is shaking in his shoes. He can't say anything now. He's all flabbergasted. That's right. That was Big Steve. April Fools. Well, you're right there too, Grizz. They are the biggest cities, but they're also the cities with the most cases, and they're also the city with the most illegal aliens in it. Now, you can say it's because their population is bigger, but I can say it's because they got more illegal aliens in it than other cities. So, which one's right? Is it right because are you right because they have more people, or am I right because they have more illegal aliens in those cities? I guess we'll never know until the findings come out. You'll never be safe in the woods because I'm going to make sure you have a salmon suit there, Mama Renda. Because somewhere out there in the woods, there's a bear just waiting to talk to you. So, all right, everybody, it's 8:29. I'd love to sit here and jaw with you all day long, but I can't. I've got stuff to do. I gotta get my pantry put back together real quick. Probably take me 3 or 4 hours. I gotta load up the car, take my Oh, oh, hi, Steve. Bye, Steve. Uh, they outlawed him there. So, anyways, I've got to go. And y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourself. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll be back Sunday night, 8 p.m. Okay. Sunday night. I won't be here tomorrow. I won't be here Sunday morning, but I'll be back Sunday night. So y'all have a great weekend without me. I know it was the hardest weekend you had last weekend, but you'll get used to it. I'll take the next 2 mornings off, Kevin. Lucy, have a great day, everybody. Thank you.